Yo, what is going on, boys and girls of YouTube? It is your favorite commentary Nasty here today with another Ghost commentary. I don't have anything too special for you. It's just a competitive class setup video. I've done a few of them before, not for Ghost. This is going to be the first one I've ever done for Ghost, mainly because the game is so new. I've done them previously for Black Ops 2, and as you know me, I usually tend to change my class setups every 5 minutes, so I'll definitely have more than one class setup for Ghosts as the game progresses and things change. So this is just going to be like a going into a class setup video for competitive. So if you're a competitive player and you're looking for a good class or good class ideas, well, look no further. This video should be able to help you out and give you some insight on what your classes, should look like. This is just a general idea of what I think would be some good classes. I haven't really given much thought to all the guns, but I have given thought to some of the guns, and I've picked and choose what guns I like and what guns I don't like, and these are some of the classes that I do like, so why don't we hop right into it. For my first class, I'm going to be running the Honey Badger. I do run the Honey Badger. I do, use it a little bit. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of it, but I do like it enough to have it as one of my classes, and I think it's a decent gun. It's pretty accurate. I like that, and it's got a good amount of damage to it. I mean, I think it is a little bit underpowered in some ways, but I do think it's a generally okay gun. I'm going to be rocking red dot sight on it. I'm going to have foregrip. As my secondary, I'm going to be using the P226. I think it's a pretty useful pistol. It's pretty versatile, however you want to pronounce it. I'm going to be running muzzle brake as my attachment for that gun. For my lethal, I'm going to have a Semtex. For my tactical, I'm going to have a smoke. And if you know me, I'm the smoke man. I love smokes on all the teams. I run smoke. I'm the smoke man of the team. And for Black Ops 2, I was also a big smoke user. And for Modern Warfare 3, as a smoke user, for pretty much every Call of Duty, I've been a smoke user. So you're going to see me running smokes on all my classes. For my perks, I have Ready Up as my first perk. For my second perk, I'm going to be running Dead Silence. For my third perk, I'm going to have Focus. And for my fourth perk, I'm going to be using Quick Draw. Now, a lot of people like to use Stalker, and I'm one of those people. I'm a huge fan of Stalker. I love being able to aim down sights and move very quickly and fairly. You can just, it's a very useful perk, and I love it. But unfortunately, it is banned in certain areas, and it is in the process of being unbanned. It's a big rumor out there saying that they're trying to get it unbanned by MLG, but till then, I'm going to be rocking Quick Draw, and I think that's probably a good alternative to Stalker at the moment. Quick Draw is a very good perk, it's very useful as well, but I would say the #1 perk on this whole list is Stalker. I just think Stalker is my favorite. It's my favorite perk by far. I would definitely, if you can use it in certain areas where you're trying to use it, maybe game battles or in a match where you can use Stalker, definitely do use it because it is a very useful perk. On to the class loadout 2, I'm going to be using the Vector CRB. Definitely one of the better SMGs. I am a huge fan of Vector. I've always been a huge fan of Vector. I mean, I actually liked it in Black Ops 2. A lot of people didn't, but I actually somewhat liked it, and I was a fan of it in other Call of Duties as well. I'm going to be rocking muzzle brake and extended mags on that, and you're going to see me using these same two attachments on all my SMGs. I think it's just the best two perks, or the best two attachments, should I say, for an SMG, so you should definitely consider using those as your attachments, because I tend to run out of, I mean, for me personally, I tend to run out of ammo a lot in this game while using my guns, and extended mags definitely solves that problem because it adds a significant amount of bullets. 50% more ammo in each magazine. That 50% definitely helps a lot. It helps me, I mean, not only save ammo, but it helps me just generally win more gunfights by having to not reload so much. So, I mean, a lot of different situations, you'll end up having to reload, and somebody will take you out while you're reloading. So, that's because of lack of ammo in each magazine. So, extended mags definitely will help. For my secondary, I'll have the P226. I've already covered this before. I've already covered this in the last loadout. For all my loadouts, I'm pretty much going to be running the same thing from secondary on down. Perks are going to be the same: lethal, tactical, secondary, all that. So I don't really have to go too in depth on that because I've already covered it. On to class loadout 3. I'm going to have the Bison. The Bison by far is going to be my favorite SMG of this game. I love the Bison. It reminds me so much of the PP90 because it really is the PP90. I mean, look at it. It is the exact same model of the PP90 from Modern Warfare 3, so it's just a more updated version, I guess you could say. So I was a huge fan of Modern Warfare 3 PP90, and I'm a huge fan of the Ghost Bison, should I say. I'm going to be running muzzle brake and extended mags, like I said before. I have these two attachments on all my SMGs, so best attachments for the SMGs in my opinion. I mean, that's just my opinions right now at the moment. in November, just a few weeks after Ghost has come out. So if you're watching this 5 months from now, don't judge me if these attachments look really stupid, but these are the attachments I like at the moment. On the class loadout 4, I have the MTAR X. I am somewhat of a fan of the MTAR. I mean, I use it occasionally. I wouldn't, if I thought it was bad, I wouldn't have it on my class loadout video now, would I? So I like it enough to include it. I think it's a little bit underpowered. I think they could have done a little bit better with it, but I do like how it's a little bit, it's got some range to it. It's accurate. It's very mobile. I like that. I mean, it's good. It's good enough. It's a okay gun. If you want to use it, I mean, it's not a terrible gun. Definitely, it's something useful and competitive. I mean, all the SMGs are pretty well balanced, so you can definitely pick and choose which gun you want to use. Like I said, muzzle brake, extended mags, 2 attachments. Class loadout 5, the R5, by far my favorite AR in the game. I love the R5. It's the best, in my opinion, the best gun for competitive. Most likely since the MSBS is banned at the moment. That's another rumor gun to be that they're trying to get unbanned. But at the moment, the R5 is the best gun for competitive. It's just got a lot of range to it. It's accurate, has a ton of damage. It's just a great all-around gun. I'm going to be rocking red dot sight, and I'm going to be rocking muzzle brake on it. And honestly, the reason I run muzzle brake over foregrip is because that's just a personal preference. I think muzzle brake does more than foregrip for the R5. That's just my personal preference. Run foregrip if you want. That's another great attachment. Run extended mags if you want. That's perfectly fine because the R5 doesn't have a lot of bullets. I believe it only has 24 bullets to a mag, and you could possibly run out of ammo if you do tend to overshoot like me. So you gotta be very conservative on ammo with this gun. But overall, very good gun. Best AR in the game by far, in my opinion. And the final class load I have for you guys today is the Vipera. The Vipera is probably going to be my second favorite SMG, right behind the Bison. I think it's a very good gun. It reminds me a lot of the AK-74U from Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 1, should I say? And it is I love that gun, the AK-74U. Probably my favorite gun in all of Black Ops 2. Actually, probably my favorite SMG from Black Ops 1. Why do I keep saying Black Ops 1 or Black Ops 2? Black Ops 1 is my favorite SMG from Black Ops 1, and my favorite gun in Black Ops 1 was the FAMAS, which was pretty much everybody's favorite gun. That was the best gun by far in Black Ops 1, but AK-74U is a close second, and I love that gun, and I love the Vipera, and I'll just be running muzzle brake and extended mags. So those are all my class loadouts, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this. I hope you have found these tips for class loadouts somewhat helpful. You might not find these helpful 5 months from now when everything's probably changed and different class setups are out there and people are using different things. You'll probably think I'm stupid, but you know, these are the classes I have at the moment, and you know, I kind of like them. So if you guys would be kind enough to drop a like, drop a comment, and don't forget to subscribe, tell your cousins to watch this, tell your sister to watch this, tell your grandma to watch this. I do not care. All the support I get helps. So